Alright, so let's say you got some friends over, or you're at a friend's house, and you offer out some warm drinks like tea and coffee and things. So somebody asks for coffee, and you go to the cupboards and you have no coffee left. I can actually do something pretty weird which can sort of fix this. Let's check it out. So you tell your friend you've got no coffee in the house, but you've got some sugar. So this is what you do. You take the sugar and you pour it into an empty mug, like this. And then you say, watch, I can do something pretty strange with the sugar. You can see it inside there. I can actually change the sugar into coffee. Just think about it. Watch. Just like that, the sugar becomes a full mug of coffee. You can actually now fill this up with boiling hot water, add some milk, and it tastes great.
G'day champion, how are you? Welcome back to Murphy's Magic Saturday Sorcery. I hope you're having absolutely an incredible Saturday doing whatever you're doing and you're ready to learn this awesome visual and tasty effect by Lloyd Barnes. Now you've just seen Lloyd turn sugar into coffee, which we'll learn in just a second. But if you want a chance to win the Lloyd Barnes bundle, stick around till later on the episode where I'll show you how to do just that. Now without any further ado, let's jump over to Lloyd Barnes where he's going to teach you how to do this right now.
Okay, so your setup is going to look like this. Before anybody comes to see the effect, you're going to get some coffee, and you're going to pour this coffee. You're going to pour about 3 depending on the size of the mug, you're going to pour enough coffee in to cover the bottom, and a bit more. So I put about 3 teaspoons for an average size mug. I mean like a UK average size, and then I swirl it around so that it becomes flat across the bottom. So there's your coffee. This goes away and out of view because you want to say in performance that you don't have any coffee in the house. And now you're going to cover this coffee with sugar, an even bed of sugar across the top of the coffee. Now what's cool is that the coffee beans are heavier than the sugar, and this is why it works. The coffee beans are bigger than the sugar grains. So the sugar will sit on top of the coffee grains until you start to move the cup around vigorously. This way, when it's sort of like rocks, when the foundation is unsettled, the smaller particles will fall through to the bottom, and the larger particles will come above, which are the coffee beans.
Now, sorry Lloyd, we're gonna have to stop the explanation just here for the mid-episode giveaway. Now, before we jump into what this week's giveaway is, let's find out who won last week's 2022 Gimmick Clear Out. Now, I've chosen my random winner, and congratulations, Vinavros, my friend. You're the winner of the 2022 Gimmick Clear Out. If you can email me just here, I'll get those prizes out to you quicker. You can make a Rubik's Cube disappear. Nice throwback. Now, if you haven't seen that tutorial where I make a Rubik's Cube disappear, make sure you check it out, card on screen right now. Now I hear what you're saying, Beau, how do I enter the Lloyd Barnes bundle? Well, great question, my friend. All you need to do is comment below what is your favorite type of coffee. But if you don't drink coffee, what's your favorite type of tea? But if you don't drink tea, what's your favorite type of drink? And if you don't drink drinks, what are you doing? That's not a good thing. Whatever it is, I'll choose someone out at random. You'll be announced in next week's video. So good luck.
So that's your setup, and now you can see it pretty much looks like a white bed of coffee. I use a white mug in case people just glimpse into there. You can't really see that it's coffee, sugar grains, even. So this is your setup, and now you're going to go into performance. So this is what I do. I put this is, for instance, just another mug in the cupboard. I put these mugs in the cupboard all together, out of sight, and then when we go to the kitchen, I say to someone, "Which mug do you want?" Or choose a mug, and they'll say whatever, and you're just going to use an equivocate force to place the mug down that they're going to use. But the reason you use 2 mugs is to make it look like they're both empty, and if you tap them you can actually make a bit of sound, and it gives a bit of a selling point. So I'd use 2 mugs just to say, oh, do you want this one or this one, and I sort of very casually make them assume that they're both empty, when in fact this one's got the setup. So anyway, you get them to choose this mug, which they believe is empty, and you don't present it like a trick. You very casually do it like, do you want this one or this one? I don't care. Just because some people favour mugs. It's just a tiny little thing and it should fly by. You shouldn't even make it a big deal. But anyway, then you tend to rummage around your cupboard and say, oh man, I haven't got any coffee left. But wait, I can fix this. So then you go for your sugar. Now I reach in to the sugar with a teaspoon, and I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of sugar because if you only put 1 teaspoon in and then you look into the cup and see the sugar that's already in there, they're going to realise that there wasn't that much sugar on the teaspoon to begin with. So I do 2 teaspoons of sugar into the mug, and I sort of let them see that I'm putting it all around. So that's done like this. Put the sugar down. So I say, watch, I can do something really weird with sugar, and this is the cool part. Now you can show them the bottom of the mug for the first time. And all you're going to do is just swirl, like you're swirling wine around, swirl this mug and it'll automatically do the change for you. And you just keep swirling until you see that all the coffee beans are in view and you won't see any white sugar. It's really easy to do, and it just takes a little swirling motion of the wrist. So you say, look, there's sugar in the cup, but I can actually make this sugar become coffee. Watch, check it out. So this is the moment. You can't really do it. I'll try and do it as slow as possible. So you'll see what's happening. As I swirl, the sugar grains are going to fall between the larger coffee granules, and eventually all the sugar will be beneath the coffee and the coffee will be above the sugar as a flat bed. And you don't stop swirling until it's fully coffee. But what it does, you get this really nice flourish of the sugar grains flourishing into coffee beans, and it's going to look really magical. It's going to really look like those. It looks almost like popcorn popping, you know, like it's going to change, like pop into coffee beans. So it's going to be hard to do slow, so I'll try and do it as slow as I can. But all you're going to do is just rotate your wrist slowly and swirl it like a wine glass, and those coffee beans will start to produce themselves, and then you'll settle with a full bed of coffee. So let's go and do it. Try and go slow. Just like that. You can now see it all changed to coffee. You can't see any grains of white. You can keep swirling it. That white will be pretty much entirely covered. It's really, really visual, really clean looking change of coffee into sugar. So once you've done that, you've made the sugar change to coffee. All that's left to do is just pour your cup with boiling hot water, and that gets completely rid of the evidence. As long as you're drinking it and they're not drinking it if they have no sugar, then you're good to go. It's going to taste a little bit sweet, but as long as you're not drinking too many of these a week, then it's going to be fine for you. And also one last idea is that you could do this as a transposition effect. So you could pour some sugar into the cup from a sachet, and then have a coffee sachet, give the cup a swirl, change the sugar into coffee, and inside the coffee packet you could have some sugar inside there. So that's a little transpositional idea you could add into this effect if you wanted to.
Alright champion, ready to check out more videos just like this one? Make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we drop new videos every single day. And while you're there, make sure you subscribe, because why not? Save yourself coming back later. Now thank you so much Lloyd for that explanation. That's going to be a really fun effect to perform at like your friend's house or a relative's. It's going to be really, really cool. So if you actually perform this and you film it, please tag Murphy's Magic or myself or Lloyd Barnes in the effect. We'd love to see it and reshare it. Now if you want to see more on Lloyd's work, link in the description below right now to all of his effects, his plethora of delicious, tasty effects, and all of his social media. Make sure you go check it out and absolutely treat yourself. Now, if you enjoyed this effect from Lloyd, please hit that like button. It lets Lloyd and myself know that you really care and you enjoyed this effect. Cheers, you absolute legend, you. Now, I'll let you get back to your Saturday champion, so thanks again for tuning in. Now, if you're watching this on Saturday as it's live, as it dropped, come join us on our Discord straight after this episode where we're having trivia, games, giveaways, all that kind of fun stuff. Link in the description below to our Discord right now, where we're going to have all that. I can't wait to see you there. But if you're watching this on Wednesday or Tuesday or Sunday, no problem at all. I hope you have an absolutely incredible day doing whatever you're doing. I'll see you next Saturday on our Discord, or on Tuesday for a Stumped, or on Wednesday for a What's New This Week. Now take care. See you later. Bye for now. Whoa, look at this. Whoa, so much good magic in there. You need to check this out. You're not going to regret it. I pinky promise you. Oh, whoa. Look at this. This shining diamond over here. What is this? Beautiful thing. You probably should click that if you haven't subscribed yet. But then you should definitely check out this, because this is good. Treat yourself.